friends, welcome to KVR Maths Academy. Today in this video, let us going to learn an important chapter in 10th class mathematics, that is tangents and secants to a circle. Friends, before going to the topic, please subscribe my channel, those who are not subscribed yet. Thank you. Yes, let us going to the topic. Yes, this is very important chapter in 10th class mathematics. Next, it is also important to those who are preparing for competitive exams also. Right. So, for learning of tangents and secants to a circle, first we should learn the basic concept of the circle. The basic concept of circle. Yes, what is a circle? What is a circle? Yes, a circle is a set of points which are equidistant from a fixed point. A circle is a set of points which are equidistant from a fixed point is called a circle. Look here, this is. These are the set of points which are equidistant from this fixed point. This forms a circle. Right. So the circle is a set of points which are equidistant from a fixed point. Fixed point is called a circle. This fixed point is called center of the circle, right? This is center of the circle. It is shown by O or C. Right? Yes. In a circle, we should learn first a chord. What is a chord? What is a chord? A line segment which is joining any two points on a circle is called a chord. A line segment which is joining any 2 points on a circle is called a chord. Look here, suppose these 2 points I have taken A and B on the circle. So these 2 points, these are the points on the circle. So that's why the line segment which is joining 2 points on the circle is called a chord. So how many chords we can draw in a circle? Yes, an infinite number of chords we can draw in a circle. Right? An infinite number of chords we can draw in a circle. So another one, AB, this is CD. CD is also chord. Next, EF. EF is also a chord. There will be an infinite number of chords can be existing in a circle. Understood? Yes. Next, the chord divides the circle into 2 segments. The chord divides the circle into 2 segments. What are these? Segments. Suppose here AB is a chord now. So AB is a chord, divide the circle into 2 segments. So this is one segment. Suppose ACB is the segment. One of the segment, and suppose AEB is the, so another segment this will be. So every chord divides the circle into 2 parts, those are called segments. Right? Yes. Look here. Next, what is radius? What is radius? Yes, the line segment which is joining from center of the circle to any point on the circle. The line segment which is joining from center of the circle to any point on the circle is called a radius. Look here, suppose here onward, this is center of the circle now. Suppose I have joined OA. So this is a radius. It is shown by small r. It is shown by small r. Right? OA is a radius. Next, OC is the another radius. OB is the another radius. Next, OF, OD, OE. Here in a circle there will be an infinite number of radii we can draw in a circle. An infinite number of radii we can draw in a circle. Radii means that is the plural form of radius. Plural form of radius is radii. Yes, what is that? Radii. Yes, we can draw an infinite number of radii in a circle. Understood? Next, diameter. What is diameter? It is shown by D. See, the chord which passes through the center of the circle. The chord which is passes through the center of the circle is called diameter of the circle. See, this is OA. Look here. A chord EFG. Suppose CG is a chord, right? CG is the chord. Why? Because of the line segment which is joining from any 2 points on the circle. No? So that's why CG is the chord which is passing through the center of the circle. So it is passing through center of the circle or not? Yes, exactly. So that's why CG is the diameter. CG is the diameter. So diameter is double of radius or 2 times of radius. Diameter is equal to 2r. Simply d is equal to 2r, or r is equal to d by 2. Radius is half of the diameter, or diameter is twice of the radius. Look here. So OC is the radius or not? OC is the radius and OC is also radius. So the combination of 2 radii is called a diameter. Understood clearly? So the line segment which is joining or a chord which is passing through the center of the circle is called diameter. So in a circle, how many diameters we can draw? Yes, those also an infinite number of diameters. An infinite number of diameters we can draw in a circle. Right? Understood or not? Yes. Here diameter divides the circle into 2 congruent parts. Diameter divides the circle into 2 congruent parts. Those are called semicircles. What are those? Yes, semicircles. What is semicircle? Simply half of the circle is called semicircle. See, this is the OCG is the diameter. No? So another diameter I will draw. Yes. Suppose AD is the another diameter. This diameter. Next another diameter I am drawing C. This one. JK. JK is the another diameter. This diameter divides the circle into 2 congruent parts or not? So this one, this one. These are half circles. Simply means half circles or semicircles. So JK divides the circle into 2 congruent parts. Those are called semicircles. So this is one circle, semicircle. This is one semicircle. Understood clearly? Yes. Next, arc. What is arc? Simply, the part of the circumference of the circle is called arc. The part of the circumference of the circle or perimeter of the circle is called arc. Suppose, see, EG. EG is the one of the arc. Next, GD is another arc. Like that, KD. Next, KF. These are all the parts of the perimeter of the circle. No. So these are all called arcs. What are these? Arcs. Arc is simply the part of the perimeter or circumference of the circle is called an arc. Right. Next, sector. What is sector? The area which is bounded by 2 radii and the length of the arc. The area which is bounded by, or the area which is occupied by 2 radii and 1 length of the arc is called sector. Suppose see here, OG and OD are 2 radii. This is GD is the length of the arc. Say simply this is OGD. OGD is the sector. OGD is the sector. The area which is occupied by 2 radii. Understood? 2 radii and 1 length of the arc is called sector. Do you know what is the area of the sector? Yes, x by 360 into pi r square. Yes, first we have to learn area of the circle. What is the area of the circle? It's exactly pi r square, right? Pi r square. Or circumference or perimeter of the circle is? Yes, 2 pi r. Area of the circle. Area is pi r square. Next, perimeter. Perimeter P is equal to 2 pi r. Understood? Yes. So this is about the circle. This is the basic concept about the circle. So we have learned chord, segment, radius, diameter, semicircle, arc, sector, everything about circle. Now let us going to learn secants and tangents to a circle. Right? So shall I rub this one? Yes. Next, secant. Secant to a circle. What is secant to a circle? A line which is passing through the circle. A line which is passing through the circle is called simply secant of a circle. Otherwise, a line which intersect at two distinct points in a circle is called secant of a circle. Right? A line which intersects at two distinct points in a circle is called secant of a circle. Right? Suppose see, this is L is the line. L is the line which is passes through the circle or not? Yes, this is passes through the circle. That's why this is called secant of a circle. It touches at 2 points on the circle, isn't it? 2 points on the circle, right? Yes. How many secants we can draw in a circle? Yes, an infinite number of secants we can draw in a circle. Understood? Next, tangent. What is tangent? Here secant means it touches at two distinct points now. So tangent means it touches only one point, one and only one point on the circle. A line which touches one and only one point on the circle is called tangent of a circle. Look here. This is the line which touches at only one point on the circle. This is called tangent to a circle. So this suppose M is the line which touches at only one point on the circle. No? So this is the tangent of the circle. It is a secant is touches 2 points on the circle. Next tangent is touches at only one and only one point on the circle. Right? So how many tangents we can draw on a circle? Yes, there will be infinite number of points on the circle, no? There will be an infinite number of points on the circles. That's why an infinite number of tangents we can draw on a circle. Understood? Yes, at only one point we can draw only one tangent. Right? At only one point we can draw only one tangent. So this is the point is there. This is the point. This is the common point to the tangent and circle. This is called point of contact. What is that? Point of contact. The common point of circle and tangent. The common point of circle and tangent is called point of contact. Next, suppose if you draw a radius. So the angle between radius and tangent to a circle is 90 degrees, which means the tangent is always perpendicular to the radius at the point of contact. Right? The tangent is always perpendicular to the radius at the point of contact. Understood clearly? Yes, there will be an infinite number of tangents we can draw on a circle. Next, how many tangents we can draw to a circle from any external point? Any external point. Suppose this is the circle A, this is the circle of center O. Next, P is the point, external point to the circle. So how many tangents we can draw to a circle from the external point? So how many? Yes, exactly 2 tangents we can draw to a circle from any external point. Look here. So this is suppose this is point of contact is A and this is point of contact is B. Right? There will be two tangents we can draw to a circle from any external point. Next, these lines are also, these tangents are also equal. Here PA is equal to PB. PA is equal to PB, right? Here PA, this is point of contact and this is point of contact now. So PA is equal to PB. There will be, the tangents will be equal. Next, suppose a circle is there, a circle of center O. Next, a diameter is also there. Diameter AB is also there. Next, two tangents drawn at point of contact as A and point of contact as B. So LM are the two tangents. Two tangents, they are drawn at the end point of the diameters. Then what is the relation between L and M? So this will be L is parallel to M. These tangents will be parallel to each other. Why? Because of here this is the OB is the radius and OB is the radius and OA is also radius. No. So this is what I told you. The tangent to a circle is perpendicular to the radius, at the point of contact. No. So that's why OB is perpendicular to OB. M. Next, OA is also perpendicular to A. That's why OA and OB are the points of diameter, or otherwise half of the diameters. So that's why what happens? L is parallel to M. Understood? L is parallel to M. Right? Next, how can you find the length of a tangent? How can you find the length of a tangent? Look here, suppose this is the circle of center O. This is the circle of center O. P is any external point. P is any external point to the circle O. Suppose PA is the tangent. PA is the tangent. Then this is the PA is the length of the tangent, isn't it? This is the length of the tangent. So how can you find this? Look here. Next, join PO. PO is the distance between external point to center of the circle. This is shown by D. Next, OA is the radius, isn't it? OA is the radius. So here the angle between radius and tangent at the point of contact is 90 degrees, right? So now POA or PAO is the right angle triangle. Yes, it is a right angle triangle. So OA is radius R, no. So in a right angle triangle, the square of hypotenuse is equal to sum of the squares of other two sides, right? So here hypotenuse is SD. Why? Because of it. This is the D is opposite to the 90 degrees. So here D square is equal to L square plus R square. D square is equal to L square plus R square. According to Pythagoras theorem, the square of hypotenuse is equal to sum of the squares of other two sides, isn't it? So that's why D square is equal to L square plus R square. So that implies we want only length of the tangent, no? So L square is equal to D square minus R square. That implies L is equal to D square minus R square. So this is the formula for finding of length of the tangent. Understood clearly? Yes. Okay friends, if you like my video, please like and share. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you very much.